everything feels for, different people. And I can agree that, there's joy, there's sorrow, there's pain, there's happiness. It's all rolled up in one, and we're kind of programmed to go, but it's Christmas and you should be happy. And that's not always the case. It's not always the truth. I wrote this song, and it's kind of, it's a really wild story if you guys don't mind listening to it for a minute. I lived in Minneapolis, and I lived above a bar, and I had all of my recording studio stuff stolen. So I was down to one guitar, and so I was like playing out, and I was playing with a band, and I was just trying to make it. And I had a best friend, and he like introduced me to this guy that had a studio, but it was like an hour outside of Minneapolis, and that's a drive there and back. But I was like, I'm willing to do it. I want to record. I'm ready to record, and it was an amazing process. And I would come home, and my friend would come up to my apartment, and he would be like, so what'd you lay down this time? And I'm like, well, I got the guitars, and I actually wrote it on a 12 string. And so I did this really great bass line, and I had never seen electric drums before. I'd just seen acoustic sets, and it was the first time I ever played that, and I was so amazed at that it actually existed. And I got all that stuff down, and one night he was there, and I was like writing the lyrics for this, and he looked at me and was like, I really feel that right now. And I looked at him and I was like, thanks, that means a lot to me. Not really hearing him though. And because what this song is about is not really happiness. It's being in a place where you want to get to someplace else, but you're still right here and you're not ready. And I didn't pick up on that. And one night, he worked at the bar, and it's really weird. When I first moved there, bar close was at 1 o'clock. So I had gotten home from the studio, and it was like, it was about 1:32. And I could see right into the window before I went up to my apartment. And this is back in the day when you mastered down onto a tape. And I held up the tape, and he looked at me, and I was like, it's done, everything's done, my vocals are on it, everything's done. And he gave me this big thumbs up, and he smiled at me, and it was such a moment through the glass. And I was so proud, and I was so proud to the next day have him come up and hear my song. And I hadn't even put a title to the song yet. And I was awakened early in the morning with banging on my door, and it was my neighbor. And he said, Matt went home last night and he took his life. And I've never played this song. If you go onto my YouTube channel, you can hear the studio version. It's a song for Matt, that's the name of it. And I've never played it out. And I wrote this probably in 2005. So this is the first time that I'll actually be playing the song. And if I don't get through it, just bear with me, because I didn't really know if I could do this. But I thought, this is a safe enough place, and I feel safe enough with all of you.
You got this.
And the thing about it is that each and every one of you in this room, I love all of you in one way or another. You all are important to me. You are meant to be here with us. You're meant to stay. And if anything ever comes up, you've got these two women too. But I also used to do the therapist thing. I can help outlet. I can help anything. I'd rather you come and talk to me, and we get through it, and we celebrate together, then I celebrate your memory. So, You know, I don't want to put anything on anybody ever feeling bad, but we need you here. I know I need everybody in this room here. And we are becoming an incredible music community, and it's beautiful. And not just music, poetry, you know, the rap, everything. We're a community working together, and I don't know if that makes any sense. But
Yes.
Makes total sense.